Hello dear students, and once again I welcome all of you in my English YouTube channel. The fall of Troy, the lesson we have already started. In the last video we have discussed and we have seen about the epic. The epic, it is known as a long poem which gives more information about a famous war or about a famous personality. Today we are going to start the real story of the fall of Troy through this video. Right, some points I have written from part number first. Through this point we will try to understand what actually summary or what actual content it is given in part number first, the lesson the fall of Troy, so 3.2. Let us start with the Troy city. What was it? A story of Troy city, a rich trading city in Asia Minor. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about the Troy city. The Troy city, which is known as the rich trading city of Asia Minor. During those years, yes, it was a city. Name of that city was Troy, isn't it? And it was known as the rich trading city of Asia Minor. Now the location of Troy city, it leads from Aegean to the Black Sea, isn't it? It leads from Aegean to the Black Sea and it is somehow close and very near to that narrow sea. Next is, it is famous for commerce and agriculture. Now more information about Troy city. It was rich. It was famous for its agriculture as well as for the commerce. Yes, means they have developed their commerce as well as they have also developed their agriculture or farming. In front of the city was sea used to carry goods and grains. Now, how did the people develop their commerce? Isn't it? In front of Troy city, isn't it? Aegean and Black Sea. Yes, through that sea with the help of ship, these people used to carry their goods, their production, their grains from place to place or from one country to another, and through that trading business they had developed their commerce, they had developed their quality. Next is, what about their agriculture? Mount Ida, backside of Troy, flowed many rivers. Now, second most important thing, it was developed according to Troy, and that was agriculture, isn't it? Now, how did they develop their farming or agriculture? Yes, according to the natural or according to the geographical importance, Mount Ida, a mountain, it was at the backside of Troy city. And from that mountain, many rivers they flowed, and all that rivers directly came in the valleys and in the plain region of Troy. Means many rivers they flowed from the Mount Ida, and because of that, the valleys as well as the plain region of Troy city it became fertile. The fertile soil it was the reason for their developed agriculture, for their developed farming. Means the Troy, it was a small city, but it was the rich trading city as well as it was famous for agriculture as well as farming. Next is, valleys and region became well watered and fertile. Isn't it? Whatever or those rivers, those which originated from Mount Ida, they directly flowed in the valleys, and cause of it, the soil as well as the region it was well watered as well as fertile, and therefore farming, isn't it, as well as animal husbandry, that is also known as most important occupation of Troy people. Yes, somehow they are happy, they were living the prosperous life. Now the Trojans had built the strong wall around the city to stop attack of enemies, isn't it? Those who used to live in a Troy city, they people were known as Trojans. Now what these Trojans, soldiers, what they had done, they had constructed a huge wall around the city to protect from the attack of enemies. Isn't it? Now Troy city, it was fully protected with a wall which was circled to the complete Troy city, and purpose of that, they wanted to stop the attack of enemies, or they wanted to save the lives of their people. Next is, now what about the wall? The wall which was constructed, how the wall it was? The wall was so broad, one could sit, stand and walk on it. It was a wall, it was not a small or common compound wall, but it was the broad, it was the huge and the big one, that any person or person he could stand, person he could walk, or person he could run through that wall, that much big and broad the wall it was. Gates stood open that people could go and come back. Now it was the compound. Surely there was a gate, isn't it? Every time or every day, early in the morning, the gate they remained open, isn't it? As the gates were open, people used to go and come back just throughout the day as per their place or as per their happiness. Once again, used to close, yes, same gates they remained closed during the time of war time. And whenever the warlike situation it occurred during those times or during that period, especially the Trojans, they used to close the gate while once again they wanted to protect their city as well as the people. Next is, the wall and Mount Ida were strong defense of Trojans. Now we learn that Mount Ida it was at the back side of Troy city. That was known as a natural defense for the Troy city. Later, the Trojans, soldier of Troy city, they had constructed a round wall around the city, and therefore the defense, the strong wall as well as the proper Mount Ida, they were known as the two defense protective things for their small city. Trojans were brave, but Greece declared war. Now here, the actual story, it started, isn't it? Once Greek king or once people from the Greece, they had decided, they had declared and they had opened war against the Troy. Now what was the reason? Let us learn that reason, or what was the reason, for what purpose the attack it happened. Yes, Paris, the prince of Troy, persuaded Helen, wife of King Menelaus of the Greeks. Now, Paris, he was known as the prince of Troy city. What he had done, he had persuaded Helen, persuaded Helen. She was wife of King Menelaus, isn't it? Means somewhere he tried to change her mind. Somewhere the king, the prince Paris, he forced Helen to run away with him, and because of that, Greek people they decided to take revenge against the Troy, and it was the reason for the war of 10 years. Next is the Greek laid siege to the Troy city, and it led for long 10 years. And as soon as the war it was started, at very first a total circle, isn't it? A total circle to the Troy city. The siege at first it was led by the Greek soldier, and the siege it remained continuously for 10 long years. Means it was the battle, it was continuously fought between Greek as well as Troy for 10 years or for 10 long years. Greek and Troy fought daily. Now, the Greek soldiers as well as the Troy soldiers, every morning they come in front of each other, alright, and they started to fight. Yes, same situation, the same schedule, it was continuously going on for 10 years. But nobody was defeated and nobody got victory just on each other. Now what actually happened at last? The two brave soldiers or the two brave officers from both the armies, they were died, and yes, at that point the first part of our lesson, fall of Troy, it gets over. Now who were the two warriors? How did they lost their life, and what actually happened at the end of part number first? Surely we are going to discuss and we are going to continue in our next video. Yes, I hope whatever we have explained here through the point you have understood, you might have understood. Thank you and have a nice day.